Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Thursday, May 15th, 2025. So, on this Ides of May...
Yes?
I know I've used that joke before. I got to get some better Ides. Did you do the crossword?
I did do the crossword.
Good. And did it inspire you?
It was pretty clever, I thought. So, yes, it did.
Well, good. It was by Simeon Siegel.
Uh-huh.
And I think that explains why it was so clever.
Yes.
Because he's so clever. Yes, I enjoyed this crossword once I figured out the theme.
Yes, that helped a lot.
Because I had the wrong theme going for a while.
Oh, so did I.
Really? What was your mistake?
Well, I thought maybe, we see the return of the rebus.
Right.
And it seems like it's been a while since we've had a rebus.
Yes.
Anyway, I thought you had to put yes in one square and no in another square.
Yeah. I was writing YE/NO in one square.
I tried that too.
Right. Oh, okay. So, listeners, you should know that Gene and I solve these crosswords always independently.
Right.
And so this is the first time we get together to discuss how we actually did them.
Yes.
And so, but that is quite a coincidence.
That is a very interesting coincidence.
So where did you disabuse yourself of the notion that it was a yes/no?
Well, I was, it was 26 across. And maybe we should explain this.
Good idea.
First of all.
Excellent.
The revealer really tells it all. And the revealer was 39 across, which was, it went the length of the puzzle. And this clue was statements that can be seen as positive or a hint to interpreting the theme clues. And the answer to that was double negatives. So double negatives in English, are not considered appropriate English, but in this case, the double negatives were actually the word no in rebus twice in each of the theme clues. So 17 across was some colorful apparel, and I thought. I got the word shirts, and I had the T at the beginning of that clue, and I thought, oh, it's tie-dye. But it wasn't tie-dye, but it was, because it was tied, T-I-E-D, and then you had to put in a rebus of no and another rebus of no, and then you had H-I-R-T-S of shirts. So now, why do you have to do that? Because a double negative means yes. So if you put in two no's, you can substitute that for YES, and if you put in YES, you get tie-dye shirts. So that was the theme. I figured out the theme on the next one, 26 across, which was certain grain source. And the answer was rye seed, but it really wasn't rye seed. It was R-N-O in one square, N-O in another square, E-E-D. So if you have two no's, that means you have one yes, Y-E-S. So then it reads R-Y-E-S-E-E-D, rye seed.
Yes.
Now the no's in the rebuses, in the crossing clues, the ones that are going down, the N-O makes sense. It isn't a yes. It is a no going down. So the two no's going across make a yes, but each individual no in each of the theme clues going the opposite direction, going down, is a no.
Right.
So, for example, with the rye seed, which was R-no-no-eed, the first no was at 27 down, which was shout in a game of tag, and the answer to that was not it, and the N-O, of course, was at the beginning of that. And then 22 down was the other no, with an air of haughtiness, and the N-O was in the second square, And the answer was snootily. So N-O-S-N-O, then O-T-I-L-Y. So kind of a complicated theme, but once you figured it out, it made it a lot easier to solve. So,
yes. Instead of throwing in yeses and nos at random.
My favorite one was the 62 across. I thought that was brilliant. Des Moines domain. The answer was Hawkeye State, but it wasn't Hawkeye State. It was Hawk-E, no, T-A-T-E. And of course, the no made it a yes. So that gives you H-A-W-K-E-Y-E, Hawkeye, and then S-T-A-T-E, State, Hawkeye State.
Yep.
And since I lived in the Hawkeye State for a number of years, I thought that was pretty clever.
And I think that's where I figured out the theme.
Oh, right at the end there.
Right.
And the no's, well, the first one was 63 down, which was, what was it? Narrow amount to win by. And that was no's, N-O, in the first square, and then S-E below it. And then the other one, the second no, the last square had the N-O in it, and it was 48 down, beast with a horn, and that was, of course, a rhino. So, anyway, So that was the theme.
Yep, very, very nicely done. It did take me a while to sort of sort through all the confusion that I was generating.
It was confusing because it just didn't seem like I could get anything to work. And I'm like, oh, it's yes, no. Then I got it's yes, no. But it really was just, as the revealer, a double negative, 2 no's in each of the theme clues.
Yeah, I had a few problems in other areas, like, for instance, for 5 down, exhibit in a natural history museum informally. I had the idea of a panorama because I decided it was ending in N-O, so I thought it was going to be Pano, short for panorama. But in fact, it was Dino, short for, of course, dinosaur, which made definitely more sense. I liked underneath, let's see, coming off of Dino, we had 15 across, African creature whose name is 1 letter away from what its horns might do. Impala.
Yes, that was my favorite clue.
Yes. Sort of an awful thing to think about, but but a very good clue.
Oh, yes, I would say so.
I was also fond of 2 down, establishment where things are cut and dried. Hair salon.
Yes, that was good too.
Yeah. I was trying to work that one out.
Yeah, there were a lot of interesting clues. I liked 30 across. Male film character played by a female terrier named Terry. And the answer was Toto. Little Toto in The Wizard of Oz. So.
What else did we have here? 6 down was cool cats, roger that. I'm hip.
I'm hip.
And I was just trying to figure out what was the last decade in which someone said, I'm hip.
Maybe the 60s?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine people say that nowadays.
No, I don't think so.
Listeners, do you find yourself saying I'm hip a lot?
I'm hip. I'm hip to that.
And if you're not an orthopedic surgeon, perhaps. Anyway. 7 down, dizzy feeling with the was the spins.
Yes.
That was sort of novel, I thought. Not a debut, but definitely an unusual use of the word.
Yes. And 36 down was interesting. Mark Twain tale narrated in first person by a noted first woman, Eve's Diary.
Yes.
I didn't know he wrote a book called Eve's Diary, but it sounds like something he would write. So
yeah, I had
check that one out.
I had Eve's story to start.
Oh,
I guess it's a comedy. I mean, it's by Mark Twain, so you sort of hope.
Yes.
Have to go and check it out at the local library, or more likely find it online somewhere.
Probably. Yeah.
We had 29 down. Replaces was subs for, which I thought was interesting.
Yes.
An interesting answer, and a debut. There were a couple of debuts. Snootily was a debut.
Oh, really?
I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
And then Hawkeye State was also a debut.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I did like 66 across. Sphere, or 4 pi r squared for the surface of a sphere. And the answer was area.
That's right.
A very, very interesting clue there.
Yeah, there was some trivia from my youth. related to music, too. 40 down was a woman's name spelled out in a 1970 hit, and that was Lola. Lola. And then also 69 across. I love this clue, too. Any member in the group with the 1965 hit Turn, Turn, Turn? And the answer was Bird. The Birds.
Spelled B-Y-R-D.
Yes, that's right.
Now, was that, you think, by design, or did they just not know how to spell bird and refuse to admit it?
That was the name of the group, the Birds. Well, maybe that was their last name. Who knows?
Oh.
So.
Frank and Sarah Bird. 64 down, letter before Q, where Q is spelled C-U-E. The answer was P, spelled P-E-E.
Right. Yeah, that was funny.
Well, my last word was at 52 down. Slow sorts in slang was pokes.
Right.
And that crossed with 65 across, directs, and that was steers.
Yes.
And the reason that was my last was because I spelled steers, S-T-E-A-R-S.
Oh.
After the animals.
No, the animals are spelled S-T-E-E-R.
Okay, so what's spelled S-T-E-A-R-S? Are you about to tell me nothing?
Nothing that I know of.
Really? You've never heard of the steers?
No.
It's a disease you can get. You can get the steers if you look at the sun too long. Oh, wait, that might be the stairs.
Maybe you were thinking the T was a P, and then it would be spears.
Are you seriously? There's
or an H, it could be shears.
So if the word steer, S-T-E-A-R-S, is available, then I think I want to seize it and give it some new meaning.
Okay.
So first of all, when Googling steers, we find a company, a market intelligence company for investing in Africa. Also, we find John Steers, and we find absolutely no reference. You're right.
No,
I totally misspelled steers.
That is
so now we need a definition of steers.
Well, we'll work on
that. A steer is a person who cannot spell. There we go.
What a steer.
Yeah.
You say it. He did it again. What a steer.
Yep. I find that hysterically funny.
I was very proud of myself. 32 across. I got right away. Accessory for a guitar, neck. And it was capo. So I remembered that from the last puzzle. And when that was the answer, and I couldn't figure it out because I forgot. It had something to do with the guitar. I thought it had something to do with a mafioso.
Right. Speaking of last puzzles, the last puzzle we had a clue. It was stay here. And the answer was hotel.
Right.
And today we had 43 across, darn it. And the answer was tear.
Right, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
They can do a lot with those exclamation points.
That's right.
To lead you down the garden path, as it were.
Yep. But no, this was a fun one, I thought.
Yes, indeed. And it was again by Simeon Siegel. Well done, Simeon. All right, that's it for today.
Okay.
Hope everyone's enjoying the Ides of May as much as we are.
We're actually in a tornado watch.
That's right.
We're fine.
Because the tornadoes never check the date before they decide to strike. All right, that is it for today. We'll be back again with our cutting edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.